Netta, if you had to look like Shannon Sharp or Bill Cosby.
Lord have mercy, really?
Charles, doggy style or missionary.
Who? Benji, your interview is ready.
How y'all doing?
Fine, how you doing?
I wanted this to be like really casual. I didn't want this to be nothing that was like too intense, too serious. I know Charles is a man of few words. So...
Well, y'all don't know. You don't know the real Charles then, but okay.
Oh,
He say much to me.
like, of course, somebody when they comfortable with you, they're gonna say more to you than they're gonna say to the public. You don't feel like that?
Well, I say the same with him. More, I talk. I'm just talkative, and he's just not.
I'm talking to when I feel like it.
When you feel like it, when you're comfortable, right, right. So the purpose of this video is a lot of people have seen y'all success. A lot of people have seen y'all on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, on social media. But even though I feel like you have explained your story to people time after time, I feel like it's not like a quick video where people can come in and just get all the quick details about you all. And that's why I wanted you to be on my channel. So could you please start each of you by telling me, even though it might sound redundant, your names and where you're originally from?
Well, my birth name is Joe Robinson. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Charles, like I ain't telling you.
Oh, okay, that was it. Oh yeah, not bad. Well, my name is Roland Alexander. Birthplace Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, okay. So if that's the case, Netta, when did you move to Alabama?
Well, I moved to Alabama when I was young. I was probably about 2 years old. I was raised here in Alabama. After high school, immediately I left and went to Cleveland, Ohio. And I lived in Cleveland, Ohio for 16 years. And my mother got sick and I came back down to Alabama, and that's why I've been since 2013.
How did the two of you first meet? Because we see y'all together. We see you serving your man, Netta. What's up? How y'all meet? Tell us, give us the dish.
Okay.
Well, what's up? I met on social media.
You met on social media. And some people was like, oh, Netta, she met Charles because she was his, I don't know, like
Daddy's age.
That's not true, right?
That ain't true.
No.
Right. So you met on social media. And when you met on social media, who hit up who first?
Miss Netta hit me up first.
You wanted that tenderoni, Netta?
I wanted the tenderoni. Well, I felt that when I met him, I seen a lot in him besides just his age and being a tenderoni. I've seen a lot of good things in Charles when Rolandis, when we had first started talking and stuff like that. Well, it was a lot of things that I was interested in him for. And tenderoni was one of them.
Oh, okay. You like him young and tender?
I mean, my last relationship, he was older than I was. And, we was in a relationship for 20 years. He passed away.
Oh, wow.
And I just decided to try something young.
So would you say that you are a relationship type person? You like to be in long-term relationships, Netta?
Yeah. My last relationship, like I said, was 20 years. It was still going. I don't know how long it would have lasted if he wouldn't have passed away, but yeah, it was 20 years and we've been together for to be 7.
Okay. Man, that's an accomplishment right there. You was with somebody for 20 years and now you already with somebody for 7 years. So to me, I feel like most people can't even say that whether you're doing something right.
My whole adult life, I've been in a relationship. So can't nobody tell me nothing different.
So do you feel like when y'all met, it was love at first sight, or did y'all have to grow on each other?
We grew.
You had to grow?
We grew. We grew.
So Charles, since made Netta, what made her grow on you? Was it the fact that she was like consistent, making sure she take care of shit, like, cooking, making sure that she just had stuff in order? What was it about Netta that drew you to her the most out of everything as y'all was kicking it and getting to know each other?
Pretty much it was just kicked it, new like I said, like a friend, and it grew. Just like she was taking care of business, I was taking care of mine. So
Yeah. I went on your TikTok and our profession was you was like a welder, and I saw you with like the mask
Mhm.
on, like in your
Yeah.
element and everything like that.
Yes.
close to it,
I,
but yeah,
you seem like you was doing that for a minute because you seem like you really knew what you was doing. So how long were you doing that, Charles?
yeah, that was part of me doing that. That was part of my profession. I used to be a welder back in Job Corps, so pretty much that was one of those jobs that was right up my alley. I was more cutting and arcing type, but yeah.
I mean, it's a good profession to have too. So you said you learned that in Job Corps.
Yeah, that's why I learned that like what I did during my job, that's what I learned from Job Corps.
So Netta, did you always know that you wanted to be in the public eye?
This was always a dream for me. That's why I worked so hard to try to get to the top of where I am now. I mean, not just my dream, this is just like everybody's dream, you know. And, you know, just like I was like the other day, just reminiscing in bed. I remember back in the days when Real Housewife of Atlanta first came on, and I was like, I want to see Candy, I want to see this, I want to see that. And I actually met Candy. You know, we done met her a few times. And then after that, back in the 90s, the big rap thing came out, the female rapper, the Brett. I was like, oh, she's so cool. I want to meet her, you know, all that stuff, you know. And then I met her, you know, just like I said, it's just,
It was overwhelming.
it was overwhelming. Well, you know, meeting a lot of people and people actually, like us coming up and you know like we analyzed them, you know, they were our superstars and they was this and that, and for us to have to we go everywhere and we get noticed from the everywhere we go, every city, every state, wherever we go, we notice Miss Nell and Shaw, somebody gonna people us up out the bunch. Even we went to Jamaica last year, had people knew us in Jamaica.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. And so, like I said, that's out of the country. So that's not in the US. So we got people in the US and outside of the
So
US.
you said you always knew that you wanted to be famous. How old were you when those thoughts came to you? Like when you just felt it like,
Honey, I used to be in my room with my fake microphone in my room singing like I was SWB, Escape,
wow.
you know, all of them, you know, and it was just, and in my mind, I had my own audience, you know, a lot of us did that as growing up, and I was one of those boys. But I say the age of maybe 40, when I felt like I was, you know, I can do something in my life besides just working a regular 9 to 5. You know, ain't nothing wrong with nobody working a 9 to 5, but you know that get tiring as the years as you do it. You know, when you plan somebody else the boss, you want to be your own boss, and that's just how I always wanted to be. You know, at the age of I think I was 29. I had my own business. I was a licensed child care provider in Cleveland, Ohio. You know, so I was my own boss. So when I moved back to Alabama, I had to work back up under somebody else too, even though I was a manager at my job, but I still had a boss. And people telling me what to do and all that other stuff, I just think I'd like rather do it myself, you know. So in order that you want to be a boss, you do boss things. And that's what
Right.
I've been doing ever since we've been doing this right here. We our own boss.
You inspired somebody. I know that you did because you
Yeah.
inspired me, telling me, letting me know, hey, you don't have to work for anybody. You can do this. You are an inspiration right there. And that's when did the two of you realize that you had become like social media icons? Y'all like, you know, we popping shit.
After TikTok,
Just TikTok,
The end
speak
of
on
the
it.
year.
Speak on it, Charles.
after being on TikTok, yeah.
After
So
being on TikTok.
what was it about TikTok that y'all knew that y'all was it?
Really, it was
Yes.
just let's just say we're just big names walking in some mess. Let's just say
Walking
that.
in some mess.
But it was fun mess.
Cause you know
Okay.
you know how messy TikTok is. Come on now.
Okay, so what was the mess, Netta? Charles brought it out, so I'm gonna get you to further explain, Netta. What was the mess on TikTok that really let y'all know y'all was popping?
It was more of
Just let
our relationship wise. Nobody believed that our relationship existed. Nobody believed that we was married. Nobody believed that we was living together. Actually, they painted a story that Charles had his own whole other life. And
Charles is with you entirely too much to keep up this charade. I
yeah,
mean, like
and
any
then the
logical.
white woman that was before me, and then the
Oh, so
little
it was a
boy.
white woman.
Yeah, he was with a white woman. Yeah.
Oh, Charles, you got that finesse about you. You can get with white women. You can get with shit. You can have a little bit of everything, don't you?
Not really.
But I mean,
And for
hey,
the
that's
record,
impressive.
Charles have no children.
I did see y'all on the Aunties podcast, and they were
Oh.
saying, and it was like, yeah, we ain't gonna. It was Tokyo who was like, oh, I just see him being gay and all this before. But Netta had the understanding that Charles had been with women and stuff now. So we do know now that Charles, you've been with women before as well, correct?
Oh, I knew that he'd been. I knew that the whole time.
Right,
It wasn't
right.
my assumption that he was gay. I just found out that Charles, I was not the first male that he messed with.
Right. You can pinpoint one thing, either of you. What is the highlight of being in the spotlight? What is the one moment where y'all just felt like, man, this is all worth it right here? Like this feels so good to be right here in this moment.
That's a good question.
Because we've been through so many moments for the last few months. We went several places, so we explored a lot of different places that we never thought that we would go. I would say meeting some of the celebrity people that we met.
Oh yeah, that too. We'll say that.
Like Lunel, and we met Lil Bow Wow.
Shit. Besides that, yeah, that's pretty much that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Meeting stars and whatnot.
Yeah.
Really? So who was the person that you met that you just felt like, damn,
I
like
go
what
like
Candy.
Candy.
right. Like,
I
right,
would-
But I've
right.
been
She like
watching
Candy.
Candy. I love Lunel, but I never was a comedy person. I was always like the music thing and reality shows and stuff like that. And I just fell in love with Candy as Escape. When they first came out with Just Kicking It and stuff, my eyes was on them.
So on the other hand, what has been the absolute downside of being in the public eye? Starting with you, Netta.
The downside being in public eye. Just a lot of disrespectfulness, from a lot of people. And I'm just gonna have to say it, by a lot of Black people that's supposed to be my biggest supporters. I have a big, big, big fan base of Black people. And just like I said, and I did go on social media this weekend and I did make the outburst that I don't like Black women. And when I made that outburst, I caught myself when I said it because I didn't mean to say it in that way. And when I caught myself and said, no, it ain't that I don't like Black women. I hate the Black women that hate me. And and they only screen recorded what they wanted people to see. And so they only screen recorded and showed that I said I don't like Black women. They didn't see that I turned it around and I changed it. But I had somebody that had the video and she played the video on live with me. But like I said, I never lost fans. Only fans I lost is the one I went on that saying they was talking about me and had so much to say and I blocked them. No, the only one I lost.
Tell me what it means to you, what Black women mean to you, and how you feel about Black women.
Okay. What Black women mean to me, they mean a lot to me. My mother is Black. My mother had 7 sisters that was Black. My sisters are Black. My nieces are Black. I love Black women. And the reason why my way, I never said I wanted to be a woman, but Black women are some of the reason why some of us homosexual, transsexuals, and all that other stuff, we want to look like them because Black women are beautiful, okay? I'm not saying white women are not because that's not my race. My race is Black. When I see a Black woman, I see a beautiful Black stallion, okay? And who cares if I want to dress like her or look like her, make my body look like her, but that doesn't mean that I want to be a woman. Because like I was trying to tell them a lot of things, I don't want to go through the things the women do. They can keep them periods every month. I don't want one. Pushing out something the size of a watermelon out of a lemon. I don't want to try that. I don't want to do that. Let the women have that. But their beauty is what's important to us. And I have a lot of respect for Black women. And that's what I didn't understand about a lot of people that came for me after I said what I said, is because those ones that know me would have known I didn't mean it that way. I couldn't have never meant it that way.
Mhm.
You learning your way. You learning your way. Charles learning his way. Y'all, even though y'all been on here for a few years, y'all are still filling things out. So
Learning.
I totally understood what you said. Like I let my mom watch the video. Mom did say, now she should have never generalized, but I don't believe that she had no hate in her heart like that. The two are coming on as yourselves without no training or anything. And I feel like the people who's not gonna like you, they simply not gonna like you. That's all there is to it.
That's just it. That's just it, you know. And I learned that when you can't get everybody to like you. And just like I said, those ones that never liked me is still not gonna like me anyway. So it doesn't matter whether I apologize or not. But just like I said, I made my apology to the ones that I wanted to make my apology to, was my fans, my icons, my beautiful Black women, them people. But those other ones, like I told them, I wouldn't stand a chance. I wouldn't apologize to you because I feel you owe me one too. You know, if that's the case. So if you're not going to apologize to me, then I'm not going to apologize to you. So I apologize to those ones that I failed to be apologized for. Those are the ones that supports me and that was shocked that I said what I said or whatever the fact may be. I apologize. I'm sorry. But those other ones, they're going to still hate me. So
What personality traits? Because this business is based upon you and Charles. Now, Netta, you have a star quality, and I ain't saying that you don't have a star quality, Charles, but I feel like Netta, it was in the cards. So
and
I would never want to.
there is nothing that's gonna break up the bond that Charles and I have. Just like I tell him all the time, I said this is Charles and Miss Netta and Charles, however you want to look at it. I said, so you know, I'm just being 100 real. If somebody call you and they say they want you on something and they don't want me involved, then you're not going. And it's the same with me because we are a couple. It's Charles and Netta, or Netta and Charles, however you want to put it. It's us. We're a team. So if you said you just want me, and you're gonna buy me a plane ticket to come to such and such, and what about Charles? But if, like I said, regardless of what they say or how they say it, when it's time to go to bed at night, he in bed with me.
Netta, what is it about Charles that you was just like, damn, that is just sexy? And what is it about Netta, Charles, that you feel like, okay, I could rock with her. She good.
Well, I just say there was times when things got rocky for me, Miss Netta was there for me.
She held you down.
She was there for me when nobody else there for me. It was, I guess, the aura. No,
It was
the
who?
aura. The aura, I guess.
The aura. Okay, it was the aura. So, and you ain't got to get into detail
The
because that's not
what?
what we're doing here.
Mm.
He said it's the aura.
The what? Wait a minute, hold on. What the hell it is?
He said it's
Yeah,
your aura, Netta, your energy. Like,
or better yet, yeah. We'll use the term energy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You sound like
Yeah, cause you said aura. I'm thinking like
so
what are you
Charles,
talking
what
about?
kind of energy was it? Was it that sexual energy?
just like at first it was like a good friend, like good friend energy, like I can be around you and all that. Yeah,
She
we
made you
started out,
comfortable.
yeah, exactly that too. And then on top of that, it's like we got along real good.
How good did you get along, Charles?
Good enough. There you go.
Okay. So now that we've established that, what physical characteristics about each other did you find most attractive when you all saw each other?
It wasn't even a physical thing.
Okay, for you, it might not have been a physical, but Netta, what did you see in Charles physically? Because that's what the question is that you found most attractive about Charles. Please, Netta.
Well,
You. Mm.
Mm,
It was like Netta. What? Make this video go viral right now, Netta.
It was the sex.
She said,
It was the snake.
yeah.
It was the sex.
The physical.
Okay, so the physical was on
good
point.
sex.
So it wasn't anything physical about him. It was the sex.
Well, it was both. You know, like I said, we grew to know each other as friends first before we talked for about a month before we even had sex, first of all. And then once we did have sex, then I didn't expect for it to go as far that it went when after it happened. You know, just like I said, we had the sex and I came home. I left and came home, and he called me, and we talked on the telephone, and we stayed on the phone all night long. And then after that, we just started doing that. When he would get off from work, he would come. He'll call me when he get home from taking the bath and stuff, and we'll stay on the phone all night long. Like I said, we talked on the phone for a month before we even met each other,
Before you met
seen each other.
Right.
Yeah. And then when we did meet each other, I mean, it was like we already knew each other, so we had sex the first time we met, but we talked for a month before we even met.
When you met, right? It became like a routine, and then how long after that did y'all decide like we're gonna turn this into something?
It was about 5 months.
Yeah.
About 5 months. He stayed with his father, and I stayed by myself, and he would come over every now and then, and he would spend the night with me, and because I was working in the morning, he's working at night. So he'll come and spend the night with me, and when he get off from work, and and I take him home in the morning, or he'll drive one of my cars home and come back the evening. And it got for me, it got better and better. Yeah.
Right. So what would you all like to say to your supporters?
Thank you. We love you. Keep on watching this. Stay tuned for some stuff, and I guess that's it.
And Netta, I need Netta to say this one. What you got to say to your detractors, your haters, the ones that's...
Well, what I want to say to my haters, I don't have any. Because at the end of the day, regardless if they hating or not, they still my supporters because they still watch me. So I don't really consider as being no haters. I might say it all the time, but I see my numbers still ain't going down. They still watching me, regardless of what I said this weekend. They still gonna watch Miss Netta. And what I do want to say is that I just want them to stay tuned and watch Charles and I. We got a lot of stuff that we cannot even discuss, and have a lot of things that's going on that's fixing to go on with Charles and I that's gonna have y'all very excited.
But that's a secret right now. So.
And we can't discuss it.
Will y'all promise me just another video? Like come visit y'all, something like that. We can do a cooking video. Can we please do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
We can do that. Okay. So
you should have hit us up when we was in LA.
I didn't.
We was bored. We didn't have
going on.
I
didn't know. Like I feel like everything happens in a perfect timing, so this is exactly the way that it was supposed to happen. I'm gonna do like a word association. Be like a little fun game before we end this, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so Netta, if you had to look like Shannon Sharpe or Bill Cosby.
Lord have mercy, really?
Which one would I look like?
Right.
Well, I don't want to make neither one of them look bad, I'll just say, who would I like to look like, Shannon Sharpe or Bill Cosby? I'll just be Bill Cosby.
You'll be Bill Cosby. Okay.
Yeah, because he got more money.
Okay, Charles, Doggy Style or Missionary?
Who?
Doggy Style Mission. I'm like Doggy.
Doggy. Okay.
Oh.
And Trump or Kamala?
Neither.
Okay, Netta?
Really neither to me either. But
we've all seen you enhance your beauty. Netta got the BBL, Charles got the abs, y'all got y'all dental work done. I think the dental work is beautiful. Will there be any more surgeries in the near future to enhance your appearance?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta get the back fat. Go.
Yes, we're gonna do we're gonna go with the back fat lipo in the back, and of course they're gonna inject mine to my BBL, and Charles is just gonna get his sucked out and freeze the fat.
Is the fat.
And
that's it.
I don't know.
After that, no more fat back.
Maybe I get my face done or something.
What you gonna get done to your face, Netta?
I have to shave the bumps and stuff. I will be smooth and stuff again.
Carlos, what was he talking about? He talking about, they have HPV or something. He took that shit down.
Carlos, that's the ex-manager.
Right, he made a video, but he took it down, and he's saying that the reason that Netta had bumps was because of some kind of, he said HPV. Not if I was him, I would have took that video down too, because you can't.
Shit, you finna get, you definitely gonna get I see that shit.
Thank you so much, Netta. Thank you so much, Charles. Even though I know you're a man of few words.
Thank you, Dan.
You have like really opened up to me. All right.
Just give me the information and stuff. When you post the video, let me know when the video drop and stuff, and I share it on all my social media platforms.
Oh my God.
And
But,
thank you
yeah.
for your time, and thank you for having us on here.
Okay.
And thank you for being so respectful and listen to what we had to say. And we be looking forward to talk to you in the future as well too.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye. Good night, y'all.
Thank
Good night,
you.
Netta.
Bye bye.